Star Times don't land again. This Christmas, Star Times don't bring better shots promo. Everything and double for this year. To get enjoyment this Christmas season, no hard. Just recharge 1 month for Nova Bouquet. Don't chop double upgrade, go classic. Recharge your top basic, make you jump, go super bouquet straight. Make you enjoy better series like you on ST Yoruba, Nagi Snake Girl, what then dubbed Hausa or top ST Danikoa. Those two Baba said or top ST Nollywood Plus. Better Filipino series, Sahaya and Hand of the Dream. We go show on top ST Novella E Plus. Never finish. If you recharge 1 month or top classic bouquet, you save go chop upgrade, go super, or collect extra 3 days or top. If you recharge super bouquet, now 5 days you go chop. This na better upgrade, no be lie. For this season, a double enjoyment for La Liga Bundesliga, Saudi League, plus plenty better sports. Go do yourself chop better for this Star Times promo. Make you double your holiday enjoyment with Star Times. This promo will start from November 15, 2024. Come end for January 15, 2025. Sharply go recharge. Make this Christmas cool for you well. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
It's a place very close to you, a place easily accessible in a serene environment with adequate security. Ade Super Hotels Limited is the place with the state-of-the-art facility, spacious car park, air-conditioned rooms and suites with modern toilet facility, standard swimming pool, well-stocked indoor and outdoor baths, boardroom for corporate meetings, halls for all kinds of events and parties, a gymnasium equipped with up-to-date facilities, restaurants that provide local and continental dishes with special services for banquet and buffet. Laundry services are also available. At Ade Super Hotels Limited, you are assured of 24 hours power supply as well as best ever reception that you can imagine. Ade Super Hotels is located at Elisha Road, PO Box 3028, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 0803 440 4358, 034 206 855. Email adesuperhotels@yahoo.com. Website www.adesuperhotels.com. Ade Super Hotels Limited, hotel with passion for maximum comfort.
End of the year season comes but once and usually celebrated with pomp and pageantry. In keeping with the tradition of caring for our children during the Yuletide season, Nta Akure has, through its dynamic station, packaged a lot of activities to make this year party a fun-filled and educative one for the children. Date December 26, 2024. Time 1 p.m. Venue Nta Akure premises on the road. Gate fee 4,000 naira per child. It promises to be fun with lots of games like PlayStation, Ludo, bouncing castle, food, drinks, and lots of gifts. Also, there will be free dental screening for children. The program will be transmitted on a terrestrial channel, Channel 11, and on Star Times, and also live streamed on our social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube. Don't miss out. Come and have fun. For more inquiries, call Olubukola on 08033523148, Adeni 0052019-196. Merry Christmas.
On the news tonight, President Bola Tinubu presents 2025 budget proposal to joint session of National Assembly. Stakeholders deliberate on how to mitigate impact of climate change. Plus, ahead of Nta Akure Children Christmas Party, Santa Claus continues visit to school. Good evening and welcome to Nta Akure News at 7. I am Hadeni Hadejigwe. Now the news. President Bola Tinubu's 2025 budget presented to a joint National Assembly session is anchored on a benchmark oil price of $75 per barrel and an ambitious production target of 2.6 million barrels per day. This framework is seen as crucial as approximately 56% of projected revenues, about 19.60 trillion, are expected to stem from oil, reflecting Nigeria's heavy reliance on oil for fiscal sustainability. The proposed budget total 47.9 trillion marking a 36.8% increase from 2024, with a projected deficit of 13 trillion naira or 3.89% of GDP. However, optimism is high as Nigeria's oil production surged to approximately 1.8 million barrels per day, up from 1.43 million barrels per day in June, as federal government intensified efforts against oil theft and sabotage. This increase not only supports national revenue but also aligns with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's vision for economic recovery and ultimate exportation of petroleum products, reduction in upstream oil and gas production costs. Experts say the success of this budget will hinge on effective management of production levels and global oil price trends in an increasingly volatile market. Analysts have expressed concerns over the feasibility of these targets amid Nigeria's economic challenges, including currency fluctuations, instability, and declining oil revenues. President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Lagos, where he is scheduled to have some end-of-year activities. The presidential airplane landed at the Muritala International Airport, Ikeja, at about 3:25 p.m. this Wednesday. He was received on arrival in his home state by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos and other dignitaries. State House correspondent Musba Wahab reports that the president, who was at the National Assembly Abuja for the 2025 budget presentation, left the National Assembly complex and proceeded to the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, from where he took off. Proactive measures aimed at collectively tackling the rising challenges of climate change was extensively discussed at a one-day local adaptation plan forum in Akure, organized by civil society organizations in Ondo State. Stakeholders advocate collaboration with relevant government authorities and intervention agencies to mitigate the effect of climate change. Ifeoluwa Omoshile has details.
Flooding, heat wave, drought, and food insecurity are impacts of climate change, which in turn affects human existence negatively. This has often generated concerns globally as stakeholders in this gathering, organized by Grain Institute, Kids and Teens, Roland Foundation, and others, developed a local adaptation plan to tackle the effect of climate change.
We've had step-down training as well as community dialogue, and one of the things that's being raised is about the food security. On those states, we are known for agriculture. So one of the things is there's need for climate smart agriculture. The local people in the villages, they need to create awareness, teach them about climate smart agriculture, how they can actually be resilient. Climate change is there, so there's need for us to provide solution now.
Place of even the government investing, that should be what we call climate financing, should be focused on. We should treat this issue as a whole, then more publicity.
Participants at the forum were mainly youths, representatives of concerned ministries, women groups, people living with disabilities, and others gave various recommendations on ways to address the impact of climate change on the environment and humanity as a whole. They reached a consensus that the climate change action requires the collaborative effort of all, as they noted that residents must engage in proper waste disposal and recycling.
They're talking about was sensitization. We should sensitize communities, we should sensitize children, we should engage community projects that is going to help the students to improve their knowledge about climate. Like if you tell them plant a tree today, something like an initiative like that, the more trees that they are planting, the more the ecosystem will be green.
Everybody is gaining awareness that there is problem looming if nothing is done to mitigate the effect of climate change. And
these recommendations are expected to be reviewed and presented to the Ondo State government to influence its policy on climate change. In Akure, Ifeoluwa Omoshile, NTA News.
You're still watching Nta Akure News at 7. We shall be back in a moment. Please stay with us.
So, there is a small problem. Despite all the entertainment apps we've created for you, some of you still haven't tried our services. Come on. First of all, we are a licensed microfinance bank. Sorry about that. For instance, you can open a business account with us and get our POS with it. It's good for your business.
What the 99.99% reliable. I love it.
Our card is the wall.
Money no dey hang.
You can open a business or personal account with us in minutes.
Ai na bude na daga wannan kujera.
Our customer care is available. Abi? So, when it comes to reliability, security, convenience, and speed, you only need one bank.
Join millions of happy customers. Download the MoneyPoint app or find an agent near you to get started.
This ad is the MoneyPoint ad. Don't forget that.
You're welcome back. You can also watch us on our social media platforms: Facebook, Nta Akure, YouTube, Nta Akure. Nta Akure further Christmas visit to schools continues with a special appearance at Treasure Kiddies School in Akure. Ellen Undubisi has the highlights of the visit.
The arrival of Nta Akure Santa Claus at Treasure Kiddies School brought immense joy and excitement to pupils, staff, and management of the school. The Santa Claus not only amazed the pupils with his dance moves, but also presented them with gift items, adding to the festive cheer. The pupils of Treasure Kiddies expressed joy at the gifts and hope to see Nta Akure Santa Claus again.
I am happy to see Father Christmas. I'm happy to see Santa Claus. I'm happy to see the Santa Claus.
The school's management called on the parents of the school as well as the general public to live within their means and spend this festive period with contentment.
I wish everyone Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. During the festive period, please, let's eat what God has given us. Because my neighbor is killing cow or slaughtering goats, that doesn't mean I must do what they are doing. But witnessing the festive period is a thing of joy.
Treasure Kiddies School is located at Isolo, Akure, the Ondo State capital. In Akure, Helen Ndobisi, NTA News.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has approved the dissolution of the Kunle Adebayo-led board and management of the Ondo State Radiovision Corporation, OSRC. A statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Ebenezer Adeniyo, says the Governor has also approved the appointment of Mr. Kenneth Odushola Stevenson as the new Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the station. The dissolved management and board had to hand over all government properties in their care to the new Director General with immediate effect. The statement further says Governor Aiyedatiwa appreciates the chairman and members of the dissolved board and management for their services and wishes them well in their future endeavors. The new Director General is a graduate of telecommunications and is renowned for his sound business acumen, leadership judgment, and organizational skills. And now to business news. Food inflation hits 40% despite federal government 3.3 billion naira agric loan as the government's free train rides excite passengers. Let's join Ellen on the BC for details.
The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, says the Fly Nigeria Act will transform into law under his watch. The minister lamented that the document, which is expected to make it mandatory for government-financed air transportation of government personnel, contractors, grantees, and properties to be carried by Nigeria air flag carriers, has yet to materialize more than 15 years after it was first proposed. In another development, despite securing multilateral loans amounting to $3.334 billion, that is 5.178 trillion naira, and attracting over $4.3 billion investment to boost food production, the cost of essential staple food items skyrocketed by 60.88% under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu. When Tinubu assumed office in May 2023, food inflation was 24.82%. It jumped to about 40% in November 2024. This is based on data from the National Bureau of Statistics. This is occurring as Nigerians are increasingly struggling to afford basic food items, with many households finding it difficult to make ends meet due to the sharp rise in prices. And finally, passengers are delighted at President Bola Tinubu's approval of free train rides nationwide from December 2024 to January 5, 2025. The president made this announcement to the delight of many passengers and seems to have opened the gate of travel to many who had given up on seeing their loved ones this season as they could not afford the skyrocketing transport fares. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, said the move was part of the measures to ease transportation costs during the Yule tide. And that's all on business news. Helen Ndubisi, NTA News.
Up next is Sports Update with Austin Edemodu.
The National Sports Commission says it is committed in achieving President Tinubu's vision of repositioning Nigeria as a major player in the multi-billion-dollar e-sports industry. To this end, the Director General of the National Sports Commission, Bukola Olakpade, convened a meeting with key stakeholders towards creating a robust framework for proper regulation and operations of esports in Nigeria. Now to Carabao Cup. Southampton began life after Martin Rose on Wednesday, and it couldn't be much tougher as they welcome Liverpool at St Mary's. Amidst a busy December fixture list, Arsenal will entertain Crystal Palace in the quarterfinals at the Emirates. At St James Park will be an all-Premier League cracker between Newcastle and Brentford. Finally, Real Madrid and Brazil winger Vinicius Jr. has been named the men's best player of the year at FIFA Best Awards. Vinicius Jr. played a key role in Real Madrid's Champions League and La Liga winning campaign in 2023-24 season, scoring 24 goals with 11 assists. This was the first time Vinicius Jr. has won the award and capped a happier finish to the season than October's Ballon d'Or boycott. Similarly, Barcelona midfielder Aitana Bonmati was named the Women's Player of the Year in a row. With Sports Update, I'm Austin Edemodu, NTA News.
And that is our news for tonight. Oluwakemi Ademola is standing by for the Yoruba translation. Good evening.